Oh no. Hold on. Where? It's gonna have to do for now. There we go. Welcome everybody. We're doing this real quick. I got this morning. It's not out until technically tomorrow. I'm gonna scoot all this over so I don't have to track so far. There we go. This is, if you can't tell already, this is the Note 9 unboxing. I also ended up getting my usual Tech 21 case. It's the Evo Check. It's one of my favorite cases. I've had it for every phone I've owned over the last like 2, 3, 4 years or something. So here's the device. As you can tell from this guy, I got the Ocean Blue. I absolutely love it. The lighting in the room isn't perfect to show it off, but the S Pen is definitely one-handed. There it is right there. And there's the clicker on it that can be used for remote photo taking and other things. And now it's open to, it's an open SDK to developers to use it for whatever they want in their app as a quick launch. There's that new fingerprint reader in the center below the cameras. You got the S9 camera with the two times moving aperture for low light conditions, and a lot of light conditions it'll adjust itself. And then they're both 12 megapixel with optical stabilization, the flash, the fingerprint reader, not fingerprint reader, the heart reader. This data on here, hopefully you can't read. Samsung logo, and then you see the branding of the Galaxy Note 9. Bottom, you've got a single speaker down below, and you also have a speaker right here, Dolby Atmos. You got the USB-C and the remaining headphone jack along with that microphone in between the two right there where my pinky is. You got the antenna bands on the bottom and on the top. The SD card slot, which will future date 512 micro SD card that hasn't been released by Samsung yet. And the other microphone on the top there on the right next to the antenna bar. You've got the Bigsby button on the left. I'm sorry it's hard to see. There we go. The volume rocker. On the right side, you have the power button right here. Where my pointer is. Oh, right there. They supposedly raised it up a little bit from the previous Note and the S8 series. Probably just because people were accidentally holding their phone like this and they'd click it. So they raised it a little bit, so you just have to move your thumb a little bit up. Other than that, HDR screen, 4,000 milliamp battery, absolutely amazing. One thing, because I've jumped, if you guys don't know, over the last year and a half. Oh, someone's home, so I'm going to have to do this fast. I haven't actually taken anything out of the box except for the phone. Paperwork, SIM ejection tool. And we have the data, just in case it needs to be returned. The SIM card was in there, but I took it out. They removed the micro USB to... No, USB-C to micro USB adapter, because everybody now, USB-C is so common, I think they just removed it. This is to transfer from an old non-Android or non-Samsung device to the Samsung with a cable. Then you've got your adaptive fast charger right here. I have a couple of those because I have all the boxes. I have the Note and the S8 Plus up there. And then when I just returned the last S8 Plus I had, they gave me the power charger, the headphones, the extra tips for the S Pen, which I don't know if they'll work on the 9. And then there is the power the USB-C cable, the AKG headphones, the tips to change for your earbuds, and underneath it is a tip for the S Pen. My option of getting the phone is a pre-order because technically it releases to the world tomorrow, or at least the US. Oops, I gotta put that back. Is either to get the Fortnite credit with the Galaxy skin, or you can get the AKG noise canceling over-ear headphones. You have a choice of the two bundles, or you can get both for $100. Well, I went with the $100 so I could get both because I won't play Fortnite, but I would get the headphones, and I know someone that would love to have the credit. So I'm just waiting for the email. I've already processed that through, but that's about it. First impressions so far, being that I literally just had the Note 8 for the last week before. I was just kind of messing with it as a secondary phone. I'm going to run this as a main driver for at least a week or two. I plan on keeping it. So far, even today, since I've had very little time to play with it, I had restored it this morning, but then I wiped it out because I didn't think I transferred everything over properly. So I did a system wipe about 3 hours ago, and so there's really not been a time where I've had a chance to just mess with it. So I'm really gonna have to take the next couple of days here. We'll say 2 days, and then I'll do a review on the unit. But I mean, it is very nice. It has a little bit more heft, especially over the iPhone 10 that I have that we're using to record right now. This has super slow-mo. I'd love to find a time to try that out just as a sample. The thing about the super slow-mo is that it's triggered by motion across the camera. So it will, if I brought my hand in the frame, right when it hit that box, it would put everything in super slow-mo. So it's not something where you can just turn it on. It does do, I think, standard slow-mo, just when you want. But anyways, rocking Android 8.1, which is an updated version. So that's awesome. We'll see how it works. I think it was first quarter 2019 is when they're slated to put Pi on this. That is the S9, S9 Plus, and the Note 9. They should all be getting it first quarter 2019 for Pi being converted officially. We'll see if any leaks come out or if I decide to do that. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with the fact that I think this phone is awesome. There probably is something that's coming this year. They're all talking, well, next year. They're talking about the S10, the S10 Plus, whatever the Note 10 is. They're going to be revolutionary just like the iPhone 10 was in the sense of build and stuff like that. So we'll just have to wait and see what comes. But for this year, let's see how well this works. Like I said, I've got this amazing Tech 21 Evo Check case. It's the same standard rib around the edges here. So if you drop it, it absorbs it. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to read on it, but this webbing that you see or whatnot, this material is something to do with it also. Maybe it's sturability, or maybe it's the way that it takes the shock into it. But they have a different style. So we will see. I'm excited to see what is to come with the S Pen. It works as a normal S Pen, but for 30 minutes and like 40 seconds, it gives you a half an hour's worth of charge. So the batteries inside of it is not big, but it's enough to do the Bluetooth functionality. But all other features work no matter what. Yeah, so I'm excited to give this guy a run for its money and see how well it functions. I will put out a review in about 2 days. So thanks everybody for checking out the, I guess this is a live recording, but thank you for checking out the replays on YouTube. So everybody have a great evening and magical night. Bye.